Welcome to How's Business Podcast. I'm your host, Dale Buchanan. Today I'm going to do a short episode on the first part of sales training. This is part one. I'll do part two and part three in other episodes. The number one thing when it comes to sales at the beginning of the sales process is to make sure that you make a connection and build rapport with your prospect. And it doesn't matter if you're selling cars, if you're in real estate, if you're selling dog training like I do. I'm a dog trainer. And we're going to use my examples in this episode. When you start talking to somebody, you have to have a very nice tone in your voice, a nice, pleasant, happy, I'm here to help you demeanor. If not, the person's not going to be able to connect with you. It's good to find something about them that you can connect with, maybe where they're from or what they're wearing or what kind of car they pull up in if you're selling cars. Have a connection with them that you can kind of find something relatable. That always helps them to put their guard down a little bit so they can build a connection with you and trust you. You see, the prospect has to trust you in the sales process early on, or else they're never going to uncover what it is that you want them to talk about, because they're going to talk about the problems that they're having with whatever it is that they don't like that they currently own. Let's use dog training for an example. People contact me. They have a dog that is out of control, jumping on everybody. They're play biting. They're going potty in the house. They won't walk good on a leash. Nothing's going well. But they don't tell me that at the beginning. They just call me and they say, oh, my dog is loving. My dog is great. He's the sweetest dog. We just need a little training for this dog. And I always ask them a lot of questions. Foundational stuff first. How old's your dog? How long have you had them? Where did you get them from? And what breed are they? They start opening up a little bit more about the dog. Then I ask them, what does the dog know how to do now? What have you taught the dog so far? They start telling me, well, the dog knows how to sit. The dog can shake. Those types of things. Very common. And then the next question I ask is very important. What made you contact the dog trainer now? And they always hesitate for a second, and then they say what's really on their mind. Well, we had an incident over the weekend. The dog jumped on somebody and knocked him over, and it scratched them up a lot. And then I realized my dog has no manners, and it's getting very big. It's a golden retriever. Ah, okay. See, this is not what they were telling me at first. Now let's take that to the car salesman. Most car salesmen today are order takers. They're not actually selling cars. Somebody comes into the car dealer, maybe they're driving a sports car, and they want to get something else. Maybe they're going to get an SUV. That's a great question to ask somebody. Why don't you like your sports car? What do you like about it? What do you not like about it? And why an SUV? Why do you want to change? They're going to open up. Well, I started a family. I need better gas mileage. I need to carry more things for work, whatever the reason. And they're going to explain why it's important that they have an SUV over a sports car at this point in their life. That's your ammunition to use when you need to present to them the best car that is going to work for them. Maybe not the best car on your lot, maybe not the most expensive car. Listen, I said the best car that's going to work for them based on their needs. They may not need a V8 or even a V6. A turbo 4-cylinder might be great. They may not need third row seats. They may need a compact SUV or even a subcompact SUV. They may not need a full size. So no need to sell them something that's $100,000 when they may only need something that's half that size. You also have to ask about fuel economy and insurance and those types of things to find out what the prospect feels about spending money on gas. Maybe they want a hybrid or an electric car. These are very important questions to ask somebody when they're looking for a car and they come to your car dealership. A lot of salesmen don't ask questions anymore. Somebody goes in, they show them the car, they either buy the car, they don't buy the car, and they say adios, and that's it. It's over. Then they might text them 20 times to try to close the deal. That's the wrong way to do it. You never even built a rapport. You never asked any questions. You never did a needs analysis. You never peeled the onion. And this is the first step that you need to do in the sales process is ask a lot of questions after building rapport, ask a lot of questions and peel the onion. Find out what it is that the prospect needs. In the next episodes of this sales training for the House Business Podcast, I will talk about overcoming objections and closing the sale and presenting your offer and those types of things for a variety of businesses. Today, I only talked about the dog training industry and selling cars, but I'm going to include other industries as well. I've been selling since 1980. My first job was a shoe salesman at Shoetown in Falls Church, Virginia, a suburb of Washington, D.C. I wasn't even old enough to get a job. They hired me because I lied to them. I told them I was 16. I did not have a work permit because it was the summer between my freshman and sophomore year of high school. I didn't even have my license yet. After 3 months, and by the time I did turn 16, I was the #1 salesman in the region. That is Virginia, Maryland, D.C., and I think Delaware and New Jersey, because the company was based out of New Jersey. I ended up at 16 years old, sophomore in high school, being assistant manager of another store, the youngest assistant manager ever, because I had demolished sales records of all of the other salespeople. I was a natural salesperson. I was natural at customer service. And that's why they promoted me, and that's why I won awards there at 16 years old. I'm passing this information on to you 45 years later of all the sales jobs that I've had and everything that I've learned through the years on the House Business Podcast. And this is just one example of everything that I'm going to teach on this podcast. So subscribe to this channel and stay tuned, because what I'm going to share with you is going to blow your mind. And you're not going to get this information from ChatGPT or Perplexity or Google Gemini or anything else. This is from real life experiences, not artificial intelligence. This is the House Business Podcast. I'm Dale Buchanan. Have a great day.